Sorry, man. There we go. Just chilling. Yeah. Excellent. Well, it's raining again. We are in Washington, so I kind of expected this. But the one thing that's been kind of nice, it hasn't been like true raindrops like I'm used to on the East Coast, where it just dumps on you and you're soaked. It's kind of been like a misty kind of rain, but not like just a mist, like a little bit more than a mist, but not like a real rain. So that's been nice. But still wearing my rain gear, rain kilt, staying dry. That's the name of the game. So many blueberries. All of this is blueberry bush. All of it. Oh God. I spent so much time picking blueberries. Whew. Let's continue hiking now. Today's day 138, and yesterday probably was the second most uncomfortable night on the PCT. We were expecting to get rain, but we still kind of putzed around a bunch. There was that giant blueberry field, so I picked blueberries for like an hour, and then the rain, of course, started way earlier than 4 o'clock. So I would normally, wear my rain jacket, wear my kilt, but we had a climb to do right at the end of the day, like a 3,000 foot climb, and it was just too hot to wear those while hiking up this mountain. So then, I took it off. I was warm, but unfortunately I was pretty soaked. It wasn't like pouring rain, but it was just like in between, like that mist and rain kind of rain, if that makes sense. So I got to camp, didn't get there till about an hour after dark. There we go. So then I find 2 trees, set up my tarp, set up my hammock, which first of all, it's a pain in the butt to set up my tarp first and then set up everything underneath of it. It takes me like almost twice as long to set up. So that's just annoying in itself. So I look at it, everything looks good, looks tight, looks taut. And then I sit in my hammock and the one tree just goes whoop, and just kind of leans in and makes everything floppy. It puts my hammock, not my hammock body, but it puts my underquilt like right on, just kind of touching the ground a bit. And I look up and I'm like, I'm already kind of sitting down. I'm like, I'm not standing back up again. This is gonna have to do. So luckily, since I didn't use my kilt in the rain, it was dry, so I used it as a ground cloth, and I put that underneath of my quilt so that stayed dry, and it worked out. Although I basically set up on a rock slab, so one of my stakes came undone at like 1:30 in the morning, and it was just like my tarp was just like flopping and going crazy. And again, I was like, I'm not moving. So I took my food bag and I tied the I tied the corner of my tarp to my food bag, and I just kind of like threw my food bag like in the direction where my stake was, and it just kind of made it pretty good. Not as taut as I would like, but I'll take it. So, oh man, you can't see. Camera's still kind of blurry, but beautiful hiking today. Hopefully the sun burns off these clouds and can dry everything out of it. How the hell am I supposed to make miles when this is everywhere? Today's day 139. Wow, I've been out here for a while, and today's the first day that I woke up and there's frost everywhere. It's really pretty. I couldn't get a really good video of it earlier because there's like a fog over my camera lens. So it is what it is. Take my word for it. It looked really pretty. But I did forget to sleep with my water filter last night, and I'm sure that froze too, which means it's not going to be good anymore. So I'm gonna have to buy a new one. Luckily, I'm going into town today, going into Leavenworth, which is actually the second to last town before Canada. It's kind of wild. Wow.